It's time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one and all to Build. How are we feeling tonight? Are we doing all right? You feeling okay? That sounds pretty good, especially for a Wednesday. But I don't know. I kind of assume that maybe some of you guys could hear our guest back there. I'm going to ask you one more time, keeping in mind that she can hear you. You guys doing all right? How are you feeling right now? Come on. Let her know. Of course. Welcome everybody to Build. We're going to have a great time tonight. We got one more guest today, and it is an incredible one in just a few short moments, as if I even need to say it. But it's literally my job to say it. I get to tell you that our last guest is JoJo Siwa. Can you believe it? She has got so much going on, and we're going to have a chance to talk all about it. We're going to have a great time up here talking for a little bit about, of course, JoJo Siwa's My World coming out pretty soon. Got a new music video, all sorts of stuff happening. Oh, man, it's going to be great. And we're going to do that for a little bit, and then after we talk, guess what? Get ready, audience Q&A. You guys get to ask questions. Gasp, yes, it's incredible. You guys are going to ask questions. We'll take as many as we can. We got a limited amount of time, but we're going to get to a bunch here, all right? So don't worry. You may feel like you got to raise your hand or something, because that's literally what you've done every time you've had to ask a question in public for your entire life. I get it. But guess what? No hand raising here. When the question time arrives, we got people walking around the room with microphones. They'll find you. They'll bring one over, and we'll get some questions, and she'll answer them. Now, for those joining us all over the world on the internet and beyond, guess what? You could ask questions too. I know. It's very exciting, all right? I'm excited for you. Here's the deal. Figure out your question, and you can use Twitter. You can hit us up over there, at BuildSeriesNYC, or you can press the button over there that says submit a question on it if you don't have Twitter. That's fine as well. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, internet people. You can't tell from home, but right now there's about, 20, 30,000 people in this room. So I'm going to need, don't ruin it. They can't see. There's a lot of people here. Whether it's 20 or 30,000 or not, there's a ton of people here very excited, and they have questions too. So perfectly honest, full disclosure, you got to work very hard tonight, and you got to think of a really, really good question if we're going to ask it for you, okay? So fingers crossed, send it on over. We got a whole team of people who's going to read them, find some good ones. Maybe we'll ask yours. We'll see what happens, okay? We're going to watch a quick little trailer for the show, and then JoJo's going to come out. We're going to do this thing. But as I mentioned earlier, she's back there. She's excited. She can hear you. One more time. Let her know how excited you guys are. You excited that JoJo Siwa is here? Perfect. Me too, guys. That was great. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and run that trailer.
Welcome to my world.
Here we go. If something about the day just got no taste, la 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 la, and you're feeling like life's no piece of cake, la 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 la.
She was a small-town girl.
I've always loved to dance and sing. It was my goal, it was my dream, it was my life.
Turned social media superstar.
The favorite viral music artist is JoJo Siwa.
Follow your dreams, do whatever you want to do, and just have fun. I love you guys. Thank you so much for this. It's awesome.
And now,
It's going to be so fun. There's going to be so many kids and so many bows.
she's taking center stage.
Crazy, crazy, crazy when they serve you with drama. I won't play it, play it, play it. I just do what I wanna.
She's really nice and she's so positive. She stands up against bullying. She's amazing. I'm so excited to be here with all of you.
In JoJo Siwa, My World.
I'm so grateful to be sharing this huge moment with you.
Nickelodeon special event premieres Saturday, August 12th at 8/7 Central.
Only on Nickelodeon.
All right, guys, it is that time. It is finally here. Put your hands together, make some noise, and join me in welcoming tonight's guest, JoJo Siwa. Guys, JoJo, make some noise. Have a seat, JoJo. Have a seat. Thank you so. First of all, does that ever get tired? No, that never gets old, right?
No,
you walk into a
never.
room,
Never.
people are so happy you're here.
Thank you.
We're happy you're here. This is very exciting. Congratulations, dude. You got a lot going on. You got so much to talk about.
Thank you. It's amazing.
We're going to get to all of it in a second. But first, just how are you? How are you doing?
I am great. You know, I'm really excited because I'm going back to California tonight. And a lot of you guys might know my dog, Bobo. And I haven't seen her in 30 days. And I am so excited to go home because Bobo is going to be at the airport waiting for me. And I I cannot wait to see my little snuggle muffin. Like, I'm literally so excited to see her.
That sounds incredibly exciting. Can I tell you something? I only miss my dog for 6 or 7 hours at a time when I'm at work, and I can't wait to get home to him at night. I can't imagine 30 days.
30 days. We went to Canada. I was filming a movie in Canada. Then we went to the UK, and I did some meet and greets there and some press there, and now I'm here. But we've been gone for a total of 30 days. It's
Oh, no.
it was really fun, but like that's too long to be away from Bobo.
100%. You FaceTime with Bobo. Bobo doesn't get it.
Oh,
right?
I have to tell you this. No, she totally does. I was FaceTiming my dad because she's staying with my dad and brother in Nebraska. And I FaceTimed my dad and I was like, hey dad, put Bobo on the phone. And Bobo was kind of like this. And I go, hey Bobo. And like she knows my voice. And I was like, hey Bobo.
Perked
Like
right up.
she literally, like she didn't look at the phone, but she was like dead to awake. Like it was hilarious. I was like, my little heart.
Breaks your heart, right? Because now Bobo's looking for you, and you realize Bobo's got to wait a little bit
I
longer.
know,
Kinda
right?
rough.
Like, I wonder what she's thinking. Like, if I'm thinking this, she's probably like, guys, where's my mommy? Guys, where do you think my mommy is? Guys, where's my mommy?
Well, tonight that will be answered. Bobo will finally see your mommy. I'm very
She will
excited for
understand.
you. That's amazing.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
So, okay, missing Bobo aside, you've been traveling all over the place. How's New York been? I saw you were at the Empire State Building. That's pretty crazy.
I didn't actually know you could go in it.
Yeah,
Like,
totally. That's
Yeah,
why
well,
they built it. It's
okay,
like
well-
you go in, yeah, that's why.
Well, I knew people go in it, but I didn't know, like, normal people could go in it. And, like, you can go up to the 103rd floor. You can go all the way up to the top.
a long ride.
Unfortunately, we only got to go to the 86th floor. It was still really cool.
Pretty high.
But the 103rd floor was under construction. But still, it was really cool.
What were you doing over there? Were you just hanging out, just seeing it because you've never been to it before? Or yeah.
Yeah, I was up there. I was doing some interviews, which was really fun, taking some pictures. It was awesome. They let me come up there.
That's okay.
Am I the first person that's done that?
Not at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh.
why, but we
I was-
consistently put it exactly where your hand will go while you're
Yeah,
talking.
like you're kind of like, okay, just ignore that.
Not your fault at all.
Cut, rewind. Anyways, we're back here. No, but it was actually so cool. Like, I was like, I didn't like know it was a thing. Like, I only thought like King Kong could go up there and take pictures. Like, it was so cool to me.
Well, he was the first, to be fair, so you're not crazy for
Okay,
thinking
cool.
that. This year, in general, has been a crazy awesome year for you so far.
Yes.
And, it was only a couple of months ago that you won Kids' Choice for Viral Music Star. Like, that's pretty incredible. I heard some applause. You
Thank
guys can
you.
applaud for that for sure, right?
Thank you.
You made it happen.
Thank you. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah, walk me through that moment when you found out that you were the winner. You did it. You made it. What did that feel like? What were you thinking?
Well, it was so crazy because, one, I was like against so many amazing people. I mean, Carson, Johnny, Jacob, like there was so many amazing other talents in there that I was like, honestly, like it's just an honor to be nominated with so many amazing people. And then they were literally, it was my friends from School of Rock who announced it, and they were like, and the winner is, and I was like, like literally that's what was going on in my mind. In my body, I was like, like literally that's what I looked like, but in my head I was like, what? No way! Ah!
Well, you maintained composure. You gave a really great little speech when you were up there, so good job. You definitely, you
Thank
ran the
you.
moment. But let's talk about this show, this special, rather, that's coming
Yes.
on. You're like less than 2 weeks away. That's pretty exciting. I know everybody in here is pretty excited to see it.
Thank you,
Is
thank
that
you.
moment something that we get to see a little behind the scenes of? Do we get to see that moment?
You
or-
know, so you just saw the commercial, and it's all leading up to my big performance that I did at Mall of America. And so that performance was unbelievable, but it's really like the behind the scenes of that, and it's really to another like version of my story. And so you just get to see more insight on my life, and it's really cool because it's like you've seen me before, but you haven't seen me like this. You haven't actually seen me in rehearsal working for one of the biggest moments of my life. So it's really cool.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, that we haven't seen it like this before, because you're used to having cameras around. You have your vlog, you do all these wonderful things.
You know, the vlogs,
I
yay!
know all about it. How could I not? You got a ridiculous amount of followers. It's a
Thank
big
you.
deal. But is this different for you? Is it similar for you, having the cameras follow you around? What was it like filming for this special?
You know, filming for the special, it was honestly similar to Dance Moms. It's because it's not like someone just shows up at your house with a camera and is like, oh, we're filming today. It's like you get your call time the night before so you know what's happening and you know what's going on. And so, but like you're always, like you're up to something, you're doing something. So like they wouldn't just come film me eating chips in my room. They'd come film the stuff that you guys actually want to see. I mean, I'm sure some of you would love to see me eating
To be
chips.
fair, how many people in this room would watch a video of her just eating chips in her room, right? Yeah? Because, yeah,
Okay.
when JoJo does something, It's fun.
Okay, yeah, I mean, okay,
It's
I can't
fun.
agree with that.
So that's a new idea. You can take that idea. That's an exclusive here at
Okay.
Guild. When we see the chips in your room video,
Deal.
this is where that idea came
Perfect. You'll provide the chips, correct?
from. Absolutely.
Okay,
Whatever
if
you
it's
want.
an exclusive, you have to provide me with the chips.
Pita chips, veggie chips, you name it.
No,
No, you want to go
unhealthy, like-
Doritos, Cool
yeah,
Ranch, sour
maybe
cream
some
and
like
cheddar.
cheese on the side.
Okay,
yeah,
now we're
thank
talking
you.
nachos.
Yeah.
Look, there's a whole universe of chip conversation that we can have.
What has this even turned into? We went from JoJo Siwa My World to nachos.
We're gonna get to that. This is very important, though, that we nail down the specifics on this chip video. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you were saying they don't just show up. You're not just eating chips in your room. It's
Right.
a little bit. It's like dance.
But it's like what people would like to see. And so it's really cool. It's like the rehearsals and the behind the scenes and the working hard. Like a lot of people think that I kind of just like go, I slap a bow in my hair and I show up on stage and I sing a song. But that's not really how it works. It's, yes, I wake up, I slap a bow in my hair and then I go on stage and sing a song. But like besides that, there's the hard work and there's the effort and there's the practice and there's the vocal lessons and there's the dancing lessons and there's the acting lessons and there's the, like there's just so much that actually goes into it that it's crazy and you would never think that.
For sure. Is there a particular moment amongst all that chaos, something that you're really excited for the fans to see in particular? Like, is there like a great vocal lesson moment or?
You know, I'm actually really, we did some stuff with me at home, and I'm really excited for them to see that. It's like one of my favorite things. Have you guys ever heard of JoJo's Juice? Like, you know JoJo's Juice? You do? You do? You watch JoJo's Juice? Okay. So JoJo's Juice, they actually did a behind the scenes of JoJo's Juice. So that was really cool. You got to see like me setting it up. You got to see like me actually filming it, me actually like doing it. And like, so that was really cool. And that was, I did a video on my channel for JoJo's Juice where it was like a cereal bath. And I did a cereal bath. Like I filled a bathtub with Cheerios and with milk. And that's the one that they actually filmed for the special. So if you see that and you want to know what video it is, that's the video.
How many boxes of cereal did it take to fill the tub?
You know, I think it was 17 boxes of, no, 9 boxes of cereal and 17 milks. Something like that. It was a lot, and it was
That's quite a lot. That's
it
quite
was
a bit.
Freezing.
Well, yeah. Milk's typically cold, right? So
Oh.
like, you put it in a whole tub. It's gonna
It
be done.
was so bad.
So
It
not
was
something
so
you've
bad.
done again since. You did it once. You're done. No more.
Well, before that, I did a slime bath.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, the bathtub full of something isn't, like, going anywhere.
That's kind of a gold mine, yeah. It's just like you fill a
Yeah.
tub with something, you make a great video. It's always going to be a
good.
fun video.
People like it.
You know, we briefly touched on this a second ago, but your Instagram's like what, 5.2 million, I think. Your YouTube's 3.9 million.
5.6.
5.6?
Oh, 5.9.
I thought, okay, 5.9.
It's 5.9 because I'm about 20,000 away from 6.
You're answering all my questions. So you do
I was
look at this
thinking,
very closely.
I said
Yeah.
5.6 because
Yeah.
I was thinking of 6 million in my head because it's almost
Okay.
there. It's 5.9. It'll be 6 in like 3 days. So
6 in 3 days. That's a very interesting projection. I want to get deeper into that, but let's go. Your YouTube number, 3.9. What are we talking here?
yes, 3.9.
Did I nail that one?
So close to 4 million, which is like insane.
We're so close to
unbelievable.
pushing
I've
it
gained
over
over 2
the edge.
million in the past year.
That is bonkers.
Like unbelievable. Like, and I have these people to thank for it. Like, it's just so amazing.
Well, what's pretty nuts too, you were talking about your traveling is like, it's a global audience. You have fans all over the world. Does that ever blow your mind still when you get out there and you see that and you're like, this is nuts?
You know,
I'm in London.
It's crazy. London is actually, a lot of people wouldn't think this, one of the biggest places for me. Like one of the biggest, like where my fan base is. People love the bows there. The bows actually got so popular there that they banned them in school.
No way.
I was on my flight to London, right? And this flight attendant comes up to me and she's like, oh, can I get you a drink? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, can I get like a Sprite or something? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure. Here's your lemonade. They call Sprite lemonade there. So I was a little confused, but it's okay. It was
That's exceedingly confusing. That is very confusing.
yeah, it was a little weird. But she was like, oh, I like your hair thing. And I go, oh, thank you. I like it too. And she was like, do you wear those a lot? And I go, yeah, I do. She's having no clue who I am too, by the way. And she goes, oh, yeah, over in England, we call those JoJo bows. And I go,
You don't
oh,
say.
you do? And she was like, yeah, my daughter loves JoJo bows, but I only let her wear them like outside of school. She's not allowed to wear them to school because then it's not like a special thing. She's like, for her, it's like wearing makeup or wearing high heels, but like she loves her JoJo bows. And I was like, really? You want me to tell you something? I'm JoJo. It was pretty funny. She's
She
like,
believe it?
really?
She
Yeah.
believe- yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
I got to ask you, like, where did the bow idea come from? You just always loved bows?
You
started
know?
making bows? Like, what's the origin story?
It's actually
the-
pretty funny.
I want to hear it. Let's go. That's why we're here.
My mom just stuck them in my hair.
Done.
When I was a baby,
That's fast.
literally,
Really fast.
no, literally, it's how everything happens. Everything happens really fast. When I was a baby, it literally was in my hair. There's a picture of me literally from day two. From day two, I was born, and then day two, and I have a bow in. A big bow, too. It was a big bow. And I loved him ever since. I grew up, I started to get a brain, and I started to, like, know things, and I started to realize that, like, I love this, and that's really cute. So I don't know if it stuck with me or if it stuck with my hair, but either way, I love it now.
Very, very cool. Like I was saying earlier, you've got so much going on. I think Friday we get a new music video from you. Is that right?
Yes. I'm so
Hold the
excited.
Drama?
For Hold the Drama, yes.
Yeah.
On August 4th, which is Friday, Hold the Drama, my music video, is coming out on my YouTube channel. Have to be honest, this one is my favorite. Not gonna lie.
That's pretty exciting.
I'm really not gonna, like, I do love this one. I mean, of course, Boomerang, too, like the original. And, of course, Kid in a Candy Store, filmed at the real candy store. Like, it was really cool. But this one, something just stands out about it to me. Like, I love it so much.
Well, we have something pretty cool. I know you just posted this like really recently, so I'm sure everyone in here has already seen it, but maybe some people haven't. We have a little teaser.
Ooh.
I think we have the first 60 seconds of the video. Is that right?
Have you seen it yet?
Have any of you not seen it yet? Have any of you both seen and not seen it?
Me, because
Okay,
I
there we
watched
are.
the first
There we
30 seconds. I've seen the full video, but I haven't seen the 60-second clip. I'm not gonna lie.
So you've seen and not seen it. You're actually...
Yeah. Because I
was just messing around.
No, like literally, I posted it, and then I was like, oh, I'll just watch it later. I gotta go.
That's pretty amazing. All right, well, we do have it. I do want to throw it away. Guys, can we get the clip real quick? Let's take a look.
Do it. I just want to dance like this.
Guys, make some noise. Come on.
Do you like it?
Friday can't get here soon enough. That's so cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you mentioned some of the other videos you did. You're very excited about this particular video. Talk to me about your songwriting process, how you come up with the idea for the songs, how you know when you got a great one, when you get really excited about one.
You know, for me, here's what happens, is I go into this place, there's a few writers on the songs. I'm, of course, the main writer. Like, I love to write my own music. It's definitely one of my favorite things to do. But, like, we go into this room, and it's filled with, like, 3 different writers. And there's, like, a producer. There's another kind of, like, co-writer where I'm like, I want to say this, but I need another word for this because it doesn't rhyme. Yeah. So then they'll help me out with that. And then there's, like, a few other people. And they sit down, and they play me their music that they have, like, the background beat. So, like, the rhythm of it. No words, though. Yeah. And then I listen to them, and I go, no, maybe, no. Okay, what's the next one? That one. And you know, like, it's just, you're at the store and you're looking at shirts and you're like, no, not the one. Oh, yes, that is the one. And that's kind of how that is. Yeah. Like, you just know. And so I pick out the music and then I'm like, okay, this reminds me of dancing. And then it's like, dance. And they go, oh, that's literally exactly what we were thinking. Like, it just somehow all works. With Boomerang, though, it was different because I went in there and I was like, we did it all in reverse. So I was like, I want to write about coming back, and I want to write about not letting the haters get their way, and being yourself, and being happy, and being a kid. Yeah. They're like, okay. So then we actually wrote the lyrics first, and then we wrote the background music to match the lyrics. So that one worked a little in reverse. Very
cool. And then we were watching that clip. I said that looks like that was a ton of fun to do.
And
you said
fun.
It was
so fun. They didn't show the best part though.
Well, you can't show the best. That's why it's called a tease.
The best part is at the end of the music video. It's my favorite part. I have to be honest, and it's not because like my dog's in it or anything, but you know.
Exclusive. You casually mentioned earlier, and I know it seems like I'm making a hard left turn here, but you've done so many different things. But you were like, oh, I was just filming a movie. You were in Canada. That's right. You were working on a movie, Inside Voice, with, might I add, fellow Kids' Choice Award winner Jace Norman.
Yes.
Very cool. We know Jace, right, guys?
Yes, danger.
So, he was here not too long ago. Talk about what that process was. That's got to be a whole new world for you. It's your first movie, right?
It was my first movie, and I was actually playing a character. I played a character a few times, but just like a little here, a little there, just little cameos. This was like my first actual big role as a character, which was really cool. My character's name was Victoria. Jeremy, who was Jace Norman, I'm his little sister in the movie, and so it was really fun. I'm kind of like I am now, though, in like real life. Like it was like the girl was like funky, she was cute, she was sparkly, she knows what she likes, and so like it's really a funny movie. I can't explain too much of it because it's not out yet, and I can't give too many spoilers. But it was so fun to film. Jace is amazing to work with, and it was an awesome first movie. I couldn't pick a better first movie to have.
Totally. Well, congrats on that. We're all excited to see it.
Thank you.
Was it weird being around cameras that way versus like was it hard for you to turn off like your vlogger brain and just act for a little bit?
Well, see, it's actually really funny because the big difference with YouTube and everything else is YouTube, I control everything. So YouTube, I do I do everything. I do the lighting, I do the filming, on Saturdays, I do like a scripted video, so I script it, I do everything. But with this, it's kind of like I just show up, I have a script, and I say my lines. And it's like kind of weird, but like it's really fun. Like I love doing it.
That's very cool. There's one last thing I want to talk because we're going to get ready. We're going to go to audience Q&A in a second. So guys, get your questions ready, okay? But we talked about how many followers you have and how many millions of people and the global audience and all that stuff. And what I love about you and what you're doing with that is your positive message and your decision to take on the goal to end bullying. I think that's awesome and it's really important.
Thank you.
And yes, applause, of course.
See, I just think that it's terrible. I mean, I don't go to school, so I don't experience like in-person bullying, but I do get to experience online bullying, and it's hurtful that someone can just comment like you're fat, you're ugly, you're rude, you're bad, I hate you, you're annoying, ew, gross, this and that, and it's not okay. And I'm a strong person, but I don't think anyone else should have to go through that. And so my goal is to say I can't end bullying, because that's hard. You can't physically tell someone, no, you may not do that anymore, whatever. But what I want to do is I want to tell the people who are getting bullied that it's fine. Just be yourself. Don't listen to the bullies. Don't listen to the haters. Hang out with your friends. I will tell you, your best friend is your parent or your grandparents or your dog or your brother or your sister. Anyone in your family is like literally your best friend for life. So just remember that. Just have fun. Live your life. Be a kid and just don't be anyone else. Just be yourself. And that is my lecture.
Perfect. Well, I wanted to ask you, because you did mention your best friend can be a parent or a grandparent, and I wanted to know, what kind of role or how big of a role did your mom play in sort of helping you figure out how to deal with this unique and crazy problem with this kind of internet fame? You do get these haters and these people come out of the woodwork. How did she help you sort of figure out how to deal with that and figure out what that is?
I don't think I've actually ever told anyone this story. When I did my first TV show, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, what happened was it was pre-taped, and so obviously we all knew the results. And people, the lead on the show, Abby, she posted a picture, and she was like, "Who do you want to go home?" Now this was when I was 9, so it was 5 years ago. But
ancient history.
I mean, right? No, but everyone was commenting JoJo, 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 and I didn't go home that week. So I knew I was staying for like 5 more weeks, and so I went downstairs and I was like bawling my eyes out, and my mom was like, "Honey, what's wrong?" And I was like, "All these people are just being so mean, and I just don't understand, why are they commenting JoJo?" And she was like, "Why do you care?" And I was like, "Well, because it's hurtful." And she was like, "Yeah, but it already happened, and you know that you're not going home this week." And I was like, "Right, but it's not okay." And she's like, "Why are you reading that 10 people who's saying JoJo besides the other 100 people that are saying, why would you want JoJo to go home? I love JoJo." So for me, it's more about not letting that one comment stick under my skin about you're mean, you're fat, you're ugly. I'd rather let you're awesome. I love you so much. You're an inspiration. I love you. You're great. You're cute. You're honest. You're awesome. That's what I like to keep with me. And so I just think that it's really important to not focus on the negative, to really focus on the positive.
For sure. Well, I think you do a great job of that. Even in your trailer, I love that all your fans are like, "She's so positive," and I think you do a wonderful job of carrying that message across.
Thanks so much.
So thank you for taking that responsibility seriously and doing a good job with it. Guys, I think I've talked way too much, and it's time for you guys to ask some questions. So we're going to turn it over to you. I think we got some mics out in the room. The first one's right over here.
How many bows have you made?
Have I made or do I have?
How many made?
How many have I made? Well, I have to be honest, my mom makes a lot of them. But I always have helped her. I'd probably say in my history and time, I've made around 250. Now, mind you, that's my mom making the bow and me putting the ribbon around the middle. But helping out, I've made a good 250. But actually making them, myself, physically doing all the like tying and the ribbon twirling, probably like 10.
It's an art. It's an art. It's tough.
And no wonder why you've never seen any of the ones that I've made.
That's a special collection. That's later.
Yes, but good news is there's a JoJo bow maker coming out, so I'm going to be making a lot of bows with that.
That's very exciting. Next question is going to be right over here.
Hey Jojo, can you show me your favorite dance move?
My favorite dance move? Oh, I got to think of it. Do you want me to do it sitting? Or do I have to stand?
Whatever you want.
All right, I'll do it
Doesn't
sitting.
matter.
It's really, it's a very difficult dance move. None of you have probably ever heard of it, though, honestly. It's really famous.
Okay.
It's called the dab. That's my favorite.
Never heard of it.
Dab on the haters. Dab on them.
Awesome. Next question is going to be right over here.
What do you do when you're not filming?
When I'm not filming, you're so cute, by the way. When I'm not filming, I love to play the piano. I love to play the guitar, but my all-time absolute favorite thing to do is play with Bobo, my dog. She's literally my favorite thing ever.
A couple of hours. You'll be with Bobo.
I know, it's so sad, but
You're
now
so
that
close.
it's raining, my flight might be delayed, and that's just not okay.
It's not that bad. I think you'll be all right.
I just don't understand.
Soon. Positive. Got to stay positive.
Oh, yes, my flight might be delayed, but therefore my dog's flight might be delayed too, so.
Why's your dog? You know what? You went positive. I'm not going to question it.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank
We got
you.
another question for you right over
You're
here.
so cute too.
How many bows in your How many bows are there in your collection, and what's your favorite?
What's my favorite? Oh, there is definitely, in like my personal collection, over 1,000, 100%. In my public collection, like that you can buy at stores, I would say there's a good range. There's been over 1,000 styles created in like publicly. So the people that make the bows, they've created over 1,000 different ones. But those are all just samples and prototypes and different ones. But the ones that you guys actually have probably seen, I would say probably about 200 maybe. So a lot. That's still a lot though, which is crazy.
Is there ever a day on your schedule where it's like, all right, JoJo, today we're going to the bow factory and you need to veto, like, you need to, like, approve these bows. And you, like, walk down a line of, like, 30 bows and you're just like, yes, no.
No.
Does that ever happen?
You know, that doesn't really happen.
Can we make that happen, bow people? Come on, that's amazing.
I don't know.
That's how it's got to work, right?
We need to do that. I agree. That'd be
I think
fun.
that should be one of the things that happens when we walk out here. It's
I
that
agree.
and then the chip video. That's what we're working on.
Yes, I'll do the chip video, I promise.
I think we have 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Next one's right here.
How is the filming of this show different than the filming of Dance Moms?
Of my world?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, honestly, Dance Moms was awesome. Like, I love Dance Moms so much. I was a huge fan going into Dance Moms, like, before. But, like, this show, it's weird because I was kind of sort of, like, the only kid. So my best friend Hallie came in for a little bit, and she was on the show. But it was really like this show, I was really the only kid. And so that's probably the biggest difference is Dance Moms, there was, 7 of us? And so we were all just kind of like kids jumping around on a trampoline sometimes, dancing a little, you know, being crazy. But like now, with this show, it was just kind of like me and my life, like it is now, hanging out with my mom and my dog and living my life. So it's probably the biggest difference.
Sounds very exciting. We have 1 question left, and it's going to be right here.
Who is your inspiration?
My inspiration. See, okay, I have 2 answers to that question. I get asked that a lot, but I have 2 answers to that. Number 1, Meghan Trainor. I love her so much. Literally, I love her so much. And I think her music is positive, and I just think she's really cool. Number 2, I have a sneeze coming on. I can feel it, but I'm going to hold it in. Okay.
Very professional. I like it.
But for real, number 2 is little piece of advice. It's okay to have someone that you love, someone that you really look up to, someone that you think is awesome. But I want to tell you, don't ever think you have to be like someone else. Don't think that you have to look at X and be like, okay, I need to change my hair to look like theirs. I need to do my music just like theirs. I need to get my nails done because they got their nails done. That's just simple examples. But don't think that you have to have someone to be like. You can just be yourself. You can just have fun, and you can just live your life.
Perfect
So
way.
2 answers. Meghan Trainor and that.
Meghan Trainor and that, yeah. Absolutely. And while you guys are applauding, we're going to wrap things up because unfortunately we're out of time. But
That's
first
no
of all,
fun.
I know. It's a bummer. But I do want to end on a positive note. First of all, round of applause, not only for your questions, but some of the amazing outfits. You guys look amazing. You're a great
Yeah.
audience. Thank you. Great
Especially,
job.
wait, no, especially some of the hair accessories.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
I see some bows. I see 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're gonna count all the bows? We're gonna be here a while,
5,
JoJo.
6, 7, 8, 9.
There are a lot of
11,
bows.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yep.
I see a lot.
Got a lot of bows.
Oh, whoa. And I know she over here has like 20 little baby ones in her hair. I've seen that, so.
There's bows of all shapes and sizes.
Love it.
JoJo Siwa My World is Saturday, August 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Nickelodeon, of course. You've got your movie coming out. You got the music video this Friday. There's so much going on. And, of course, your vlog and your Instagram and everything.
Every day. Every day.
Every single day. Congratulations. I'm very excited for you, not only for this, but for you to see Bobo tonight.
Oh, thank you so much.
And one last time, on behalf of everybody here, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you,
Honestly.
too, and thank you.